we are going to get this limit. When x go to 2, square root of 2 plus 2 is equal to square root of 4, that is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. It's 1 minus square root of 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1, square root of 1 is 1. 1 minus 1 again is a 0. And this is of the form 0 over 0. We use the idea of conjugate. For the numerator, we will multiply with square root of x plus 2 plus 2. And we need to divide square root of x plus 2 plus 2 again. For the denominator, we need to multiply with 1 plus square root of x minus 1 over 1 plus square root of x minus 1. Then we need to join, or we need to marry these two expressions. And for the denominator, we need to join these two expressions. After which, we should be able to get, this is square root of x plus 2 minus 2, square root of x plus 2 plus 2. That is a minus b, a plus b. So it becomes a squared minus b squared, which is equal to x plus 2 minus 2 squared, that is 4. And for the other one, it is u minus v, u plus b. So it will be u squared minus v squared, that is 1 minus x minus 1. Now we still have 1 plus square root of x minus 1. We just need to copy down. And don't forget that we have square root of x plus 2 plus 2. This will be equal to x minus 2. And this is 2 minus x. After we cancel this, it will have an extra negative. And for the rest, we can sub x equals 2 in the expression. So after we cancel this, x minus 2 and 2 minus x, this will just become a negative 1. And for the rest, we can substitute x equals to 2 inside the expression. So we have 24 times 1 times 1 plus 1, that is 2, over square root of 4, that is 2 plus 2, that is 4. So this will mean that the answer is negative 12. You may use a similar idea to solve the following question. We'll now move to another limit question. This is the second question of the day. We are asked to find the limit of this expression when x tends to 3. Now we see that when x tends to 3, this is absolute value of x squared minus 8. That will be equal to 3 squared minus 8, which is equal to 1. Then for this, it will be equal to absolute value of 9 minus 10. That is a negative 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. And for the denominator, is square root of 1 minus 1. Again, it is a 0. Using the technique from the first question, we know that we need to consider conjugate for the denominator. How about the numerator? Now note that absolute value of any number that you like, it will equal to exactly the same value, same expression, when this is greater than equals to 0. And if this is less than 0, it will be a negative of itself. So with this, then we'll look at this expression, x squared minus 8, when x tends to 3, it will be about 1. So this is 0, this is 1. When x tends to 3, x squared minus 8 will be somewhere here. And no matter what is this value, it is always positive. Since it is always positive, according to the rules, we know that this will be just x squared minus 8. However, for 3x minus 10, when x tends to 3, this is 10 to negative 1. So for 3x minus 8, you will tend to -1. You will be somewhere here. And you'll see that it is always a negative value. So it should be equal to an extra negative of the original expression. So it will become plus 3x minus 10. Okay, and copy down square root of x minus 2 minus 1 for now. And for this is equal to x squared plus 3x minus 18. And this is square root of x minus 2 minus 1. It is not difficult to factorize the numerator. That will be equal to x minus 3, x one of the factor, and x plus 6, another factor. And for the denominator, we know that we need to use a trick from question 1 that is something to do with conjugate. We will combine these two and it will be a minus b, a plus b. So it will be a squared minus b squared, that is x minus 2 minus 1. And with this, don't forget to copy down square root of x minus 2 plus 1. Now we know that this is x minus 3. This is x minus 3. They can be cancelled off. So when x tends to 3, this will equal to 9, and this will be equal to 2. So it's 9 times 2, that is 18. And using the similar idea, you can try the following question. Now we shall move on to the third question of the day. Now this is the third question of the day. When x tends to infinity, x squared tends to infinity, hence 1 over x tends to 0, sine 1 over x tends to 0, and so does for tangent 1 over 3x. So it seems that this is infinity times 0 times 0, and it is of indeterminate form. Let us recall the result from squeeze theorem, that is the limit of sine x over x when x tends to 0, it is equal to 1. Because of this, it will mean that the right hand limit exists and it is also tend to 1. And we can let u to be equal to 1 over x. So this limit is actually means that when x tends to 0 plus, u will tend to positive infinity. And sine x is equal to sine 1 over u. And x equals to 1 over u equals to 1. So this will mean that the limit of u sine 1 over u when u tends to infinity is actually equals to 1. And this is an important idea to solve the question 3 today. So with this in mind, we can write as sine x sine 1 over x here. And for this, it will be equal to sine. Tangent is actually equal to sine over cosine. For this case, if this is u, this must be also equal to u, and this is equal to u, right? So when this is 3x, it must be also 3x. So it must be both 3x. And now we should compare x squared we will have here, sine 1 over x we have here, tangent 1 over 3x is sine and cosine. That is an extra 3 here, and it should come from 24. Then we left with 8. And therefore, the answer will be equal to 8 times 1. And this will give 1. Cosine 0 also give 1. And therefore, the answer is equal to 8. With this, you may try the next question as shown. So for today, we have solved 3 questions in limit. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.